You know what's funny? How citric ice, because you're the one that's being focused on me, or maybe somebody paid you to mess with me and mess with Dominique Lax, my daughter in Florida. That these men keep on bothering and harassing and stalking her. Listen, I have opinion about people, but I don't go around committing criminal activity in their home and with their family. I let people go on and be themselves, and I've always been that type of woman. Whatever somebody else is doing, I never try to pressure them to be like me. Not even my kids. I even give my kids the freedom of expression and for them to be able to dress however they want, look however they want, except in all that little skimpy stuff. I may say something on that. But at the end of the day, I don't try to pressure other people to be like me. So you don't see me, maybe I'm comfortable being fat. So you don't see me trying to encourage other people being fat. Maybe I know my body. Maybe I know that when my mind is ready, when I'm ready. Maybe I know that my body has its own way of communicating with me. Maybe I know that I yo-yo. I go up and down. Maybe this is not the first time that I'm up. Maybe it's not the first time that I lost weight. So throughout 56 years, I think I know my body. And then I'm in pre-menopause stage. So there's a lot of things that goes on with your hormones compared to a 20-year-old. So I know that you're trying to impress your boyfriends, and some of the white girls that's into black guys. You figure that if you try to body shame the black woman, that give you brownie points. Mm, it just make you look insecure like females. Anytime a female sit up there and talk about other females, either you a dyke and you like them, or you insecure and you're jealous. Period. And I'm not into the kitty cat. A kitty cat cannot please me, and a small penis man definitely cannot please me. I don't care about your tongue action. If you ain't got that down there, I don't give a damn about you. Really, at the end of the day, you might as well go on and take your ass on somewhere else. At the end of the day, 'cause I like to be pleased. And I ain't never had a problem laying on my back or sticking my ass up in the air and for a man to get it from behind, or for a man to do it missionary style, or for me to be able to ride a nice sized penis. Never. Men's with muscle never had no problem lifting my big ass up, showing me that they strong enough to lift me up. You understand me? So I don't know where you going with this. I don't know. Altogether, I had 6 kids, lost two. I don't know where you're going with this. What's your point? What's your agenda? What's your intention of all this fat shaming me? Are you messing with my grandchildren? Are you using me as a distraction to keep people attention and their eyes and mind off of the kids that you messing with? Because some people do that for a distraction. You get the people mind focus on petty and childish things. So what's really good? That's what I'm asking. Because this is pertaining to me and my life. You want to do all the talking, but you don't want me to speak up for myself. So I want to know what's really good about what you're doing. What's your angle? What's your purpose? What's your plan? This is an older woman. Anybody can clearly see that I'm aging. So what's your motivation in all this? You you want me to be intimidated by you? I'm not. I don't came too far in life for that bull crap. Would you want me to feel terrorized by you? No. At the end of the day, I'm not terrorized by you. I know that you are messing with an elderly person. I do know that. I know that that's elderly abuse. I do know that mentally and emotionally. And I do know that it's exploiting older people. I do know that. So, what's your angle? What's your purpose? To get paid off of me? Get money off of me? Get a couple of laughs off of me? And then what? What do you move on? How do you move on from there? You collect your little social media paycheck by the number of people that you get to view me. What do? You edit out my wisdom and my soundness. What do? You catch me in my frustration mode when you keep harassing me, when you keep bothering me, when you won't follow the law and just let people be and leave them alone and let them live in peace. Like, where do we go from here? I have seen men that request bigger sized women in their life. So, what you want everyone to think like you, be discriminatory against fat women like you? Am I supposed to? It's like you looking for this fat hopelessness. No, my self esteem is too high. It's almost like you looking for this fat. Oh, oh, and I don't understand why they don't like. No, I ain't never been that type of chick. Look at my personality. You ain't never gonna see that shit out of me. So I don't know what you're striving for. When you do your research, if you read on it, you would see that compared to Asian and Caucasian women, because they're the most pressured women to be thin. Yeah, when you do research. But when you compare them to black women tends to have a more high confidence about their body image than the average Asian and white woman. Why? Because in the white culture, European culture, they pressure their women to stay a certain size. And if they gain any weight, then they start to criticize, like you call yourself criticizing me, and I'm a black woman. Why would you even pull me into your culture? That's another thing. And if you're a black person, at the end of the day, I'm quite sure that some of these young black women and men sit up there. You got some big size grandmother or some big size auntie. Who are you to discriminate against? Like everything that you're doing is so silly and it's so foolish. And the Bible speaks up against it in the book of Proverbs. I am at a point in my life where I don't want to be bothered with people, period. Even though I probably wouldn't, but sometimes people make you feel like you just want to go to the wilderness and live out there with the mountain lions and take your chance with them, you know? But nobody should have to feel that they have to go so far away from people in order to have a peace of mind. Because some people don't have enough in them, enough discipline and self restraint and self control to respect the boundaries of other people. If they don't want to be bothered with you, they ain't got to be bothered with you. You can't force nobody in your life. Even if a man like you, he can't force you in his life like a woman can't force a man in her life. If people don't want to be bothered with you, they just don't want to be bothered with you. And it's like it shouldn't be taken personal. You don't know what's going in that person's mind. You don't know what kind of personal thing that they trying to already work themselves through. They don't need your extra. You're doing the most of the most. Life in itself is already hard on people. The economy is already hard on people. They don't need you to be sitting up there bringing some unnecessary suffering, unnecessary trouble, unnecessary worries, unnecessary bullshit in their life. You think about it, imposing your opinionated belief in somebody's life that's already going through hard time. It's already going through, and you sitting up here trying to make their life more harder because you miserable. Nobody need that crap in their life, and I sure don't. Not at the age of 56. I don't came too far for California people to be sitting up here and trying to make my life harder, and then want to hide in the background because they don't want me to sue them for harassing me. Like I said before, when you do an overall tally of who have more to lose, hey, at the end of the day, some of them have businesses, they have nice careers, and at the end of the day, how many of those Karen that harass people get their tail fired from their jobs? Once people in the public really find out what they've been doing to people, I don't think that that's wise. I don't think that that's healthy thinking to sit up there and set your own self up because you're trying to prove a point to me, a grown adult woman, about your feeling about fat. If you paranoid about fat, that has nothing to do with me. If you don't want to be fat, don't be fat. If I don't want to be skinny, I ain't. Maybe the skinny look ain't for me. Maybe I hate that look. Maybe I'm opinionated about the bony look. Maybe I hate that look. Dude, stop trying to pull me over because your white men want to bang black women if they look a certain way like a white woman. Man, I am black. A black sister. And you lucky that I even speak to some of you. I don't have to speak to you. I'm not obligated. Like this been this thing for years. White men have always tried to pull me into the category of their European women. Want you to have their body image in order for them to like you. And it's almost like, are you sick? I'm obsessed. I don't even come on to you. I don't even approach you for sex. I don't even approach you for a relationship. So what's wrong with you? I have never once approached any of these men, not black, white, Hispanic, or Indian, to come and lay in my bed, my fat ass bed. Because I'm not that type of woman. I don't even chase after black men. I figure if a black man really like you, he gonna chase you down until he gets you anyway. So I don't even chase after black men. So I'm not gonna chase after any other man on this earth. I am who I am. Like that Mary J song, Mary J Blige song, Take Me As I Am or Keep It Pushing, bruh. No woman wants a man that just want her for her body. When in my 20s and 30s, been there, done that. I'm too old for that right now. That's God honest truth. Like you looking for a little girl out of a 56-year-old grown woman. It gonna happen. Age, time, maturity, experience make it impossible for me to convert to a 20-year-old or even want to be a 20, 30-year-old. No, I'm happy with my aging process. Gracefully. It seems like you're the one that's uncomfortable with me, and I'm not even bothering you. So you're the one being the Karen on the outside, looking inside of my window. Looking on the outside but you still can't control the inside. Isn't that something? You can look at me from the outside of your camera, but the control environment from the inside, you have no power or authority in it. Me, Antoine, and his girlfriend got power from the inside of our home and our family. You just an outsider looking through our window, through a through a computer screen only.